In today's video, we're going to check out 3 iconic locations in the Columbia River Gorge in Oregon. The first one is the Vista House. The second place we're going to check out is the Portland Women's Forum Overlook, and the third is the Bridge of the Gods. So let's go check them out. The Columbia River Gorge is more than just a breathtaking landscape. It's a natural corridor carved by the mighty Columbia River, connecting the Pacific Ocean to the interior Northwest. For thousands of years, it served as a vital trade route for Native American tribes who used its waterways and trails to exchange goods and share culture. Later in the 1800s, pioneers on the Oregon Trail passed through this very gorge, chasing dreams of a better life in the West.
What you think of that view?
Can't get over it.
You like it a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
So Rachel told me earlier this is her favorite part of Oregon that we've been to. She likes the way this looks. That's her favorite.
Look at that. Imagine being like Lewis and Clark, standing up on a clearing like that and getting to see
nothing, no roads, nothing. Yeah. Sure is beautiful. Could you imagine being like one of the first settlers to come through here? Like to navigate those rivers and just to see all this vastness and just untouched. How scary that would have been, or how would have been, or whatnot. It would have been nuts.
a lot of people helping them though. Sacagawea.
Yeah. But either way, it's still, I mean, that's scary. If you've never even traveled across the country before, it's kind of like you don't really know what to expect. I mean, this like colonized, so imagine doing it with no one, with no structures, no buildings, no nothing. No gas stations for snacks.
Just awe-inspiring.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, wow. Pretty crazy how nuts it looks. The structure is beautiful. You have a downstairs and an upstairs.
A water fountain.
This whole water fountain. See if it works.
Doesn't look like it. There's a lot of dirt.
And it works. You didn't think it would?
No, I didn't think it would.
You want to check out the balcony up there?
Yeah, look at the windows.
Yeah, I know.
So this is the Vista House. It says it was built in 1916 and 1917. Atop Crown Point, which is what we're on. And it was built to meet the needs of motorists traveling the Scenic highway constructed between 1913 and 1921 along the Columbia River. And the building provided shelter as a scenic promontory, restrooms, and tribute to the pioneers who helped found Euro-American settlements in Oregon.
Really cool.
It's really cool. It's a beautiful, beautiful building.
Okay, so we got a new view on the other side. Where's this river?
It's the Columbia River. It's massive.
Where's it? Starts in it and
starts in British Columbia, Canada, and it ends in Astoria, Oregon. So it feeds out into the ocean.
It's not real far though. Look at the view.
So that was the Vista House. It was really cool to see a piece of history. There's like a museum in there where you can read all about it, why it was built and when it was built and the whole project. It's really cool to see. And they also have a gift shop down below, espresso. It's really cool to see. You get beautiful overlook views. So now we're headed to the Portland Women's Forum Overlook. So that was the Portland Women's Forum Overlook, and I wanted to tell you a little bit of the history of that. So in 1963, the property was turned over to the state of Oregon, reserving the Portland Women's Forum the right to erect and maintain a memorial on the property. Members of the Portland Women's Forum have worked for preservation and beautification of the Columbia River Gorge since 1950. This had been the old Chanticleer Inn property with a magnificent view of the Columbia River Gorge. The additional tract was purchased after litigation in 1970, and the Portland Women's Forum was made up of representatives of the principal women's organizations of Portland. So for many years, under the leadership of Mrs. Gertrude Jensen, the forum was very active in the preservation of natural beauty along the Columbia River Gorge. That was really awesome.
It is.
So yeah. And you get a really good look of like the Vista House overlooking like the gorge. Is a really pretty shot.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of parking area right here and right up there, so it don't seem like it's too packed. We're in the middle of the day now at this point, so
Yeah.
it's just a really nice viewpoint and a good memorial basically, and you can see the house like Rachel said. Really
So
nice.
now we're gonna go check out the Bridge of the Gods.
We need to make it a mile down the road, and Rachel had to pull over.
There's cherries. I have to get cherries. They're like $30 at home.
Yeah.
They're not quite $30, but they're like $15 a bag. And I can get a whole basket for like $5, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be good when we get back home though.
Okay, I'm gonna eat them all right now.
Nice little stand.
Buckets underneath there. We'll just strap on a bucket. And you might be the one bucket minimum. And it's. Yeah, and all strap on buckets and. We'd like you to go out here
What is that?
in this
That's
area
pretty.
over here.
That's nice.
There's several different varieties. They're 97 years old.
Look at all those
So
muffins.
there's different varieties and they're non-modified and non-spray.
You know, you would think that they would have put a walking lane down that bridge, considering the trail runs right over the river, and that's the only way you can cross. Kind of weird, especially with all these giant trucks going over it. That'd be kind of scary, like hanging over the edge there, trying to let them pass. I'd pretty much jog across that thing if I was running, if I was on the trail. Another cool thing is there's like stands and restaurants all down that way, like different family restaurants and brew companies and stuff like that. So if you're hungry and you're in this area, you can get some food, check out the bridge, you know, maybe walk across it if it ain't traffic ain't too bad. Like, but I mean, yeah, pretty cool. You want to go see what kind of?
You wanna get a snack?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've made it to our third location. This is the Bridge of the Gods. It's an iconic location that people walk across on the PCT. You can walk across it, but there is no like sidewalk or anything like that. So you're sharing the roadway with the cars and trucks and everything. So you got to be extra careful. Also, it is a toll bridge. There's not a troll bridge. There's a troll under it.
Oh.
It's a toll bridge, but the PCT is over there. So we're not gonna.
And that's where they filmed, or that's the ending of the movie where
Reese Witherspoon, what's that? The Wild?
the Wild, yeah, Wild, one or the other.
That's a good movie.
She ends it her hike, or either she ends her hike there, or the movie ends there, one or the other. I can't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time, but anyway, that's a famous movie location as well. But the trail is what really makes it famous.
Yep. But those were 3 iconic places to stop along the Columbia River Gorge, and we're glad we got to see all 3 of them. It was really cool. The Vista House was beautiful, and it's really cool to see an iconic spot on a really iconic trail. So thank you guys for joining us. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more of these awesome places to explore. We look forward to seeing you on our next adventure. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more beautiful Oregon landscapes, make sure to check out our Oregon playlist that is pinned on the end screen of this video. We know you'll enjoy it.